Well, hello everyone. We look different today.
I know. We have a special guest with us today.
Yeah.
Welcome, Sandy.
Thank you. It's so great to be here.
Oh my
So
goodness. We are
Sandy's
so
one of our
excited.
Mastery Circle graduates. We just graduated yesterday from our very first 12-week round. So, Sandy, tell us about you. Sales synergist. I'm fascinated.
Sales synergist, 29 years active real estate. I've been super blessed to have been extremely successful, went to top 0.002% of Remax agents in Western Canada my first 4 years.
Wow.
So repeatedly, I heard there's something different about you, the way that you approach sales, the way that you deal with people, et cetera, et cetera. So I decided I would love to give back to our industry and help others with sales. So I do wear multiple hats and help outside of just real estate, but I absolutely light up to inspire and empower others to really step into their sales superpower and to bridge what sales really is versus that sleazy, terrible reputation for sales. So super fun.
Yeah, and I have had the privilege to work with you, and hence the Rebel Money Coach was born because you were like, just own it, girl, own it. And I'm like, yes, I should own it. So, yeah, Sandy's amazing at the marketing side of things. She really is.
Thank you.
So, Mastery Circle, why did you decide to go on this journey with us?
Mhm. Chaos, overwhelm, and needing to sit my ASS set in a chair and get organized and really bring in what's most important and then make a plan and follow the damn plan. And I am really good at lying to myself about being able to multitask and being efficient, et cetera, et cetera. So having I just know that I can do more, be more with that loving little kick in the asset.
Yeah,
It is loving, isn't it?
Yes, it truly is. It truly is. Yes.
well,
Yes.
it
We
depends on
all
which coach you talk to, right? I'd be
well,
like,
and just having the organization,
yeah.
but the accountability and that showing up and it is loving. It truly is. It's, hey, what are you up to? What have you accomplished? What do you still need to work on, et cetera, et cetera. It's been magnificent. It's exactly what I needed at this point in my life because I really am wearing three hats.
Mhm.
So I have to get organized, more organized, because to have that level of success where you actually make a difference in the world. It's not about money. It's about actually making a difference that we're here to make.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
Seeing the
amazing.
change that we're
Yeah,
all
I'm
trying to make for sure.
absolutely.
And it's
Well,
fun being around all of us trying to make change. Go ahead, Jenny. I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
oh, that's okay. You're just so excited
I
to talk
know.
to Sandy. You have
I
so many
know.
questions. Yeah, I mean it's interesting because you have so much experience and you've created a lot of success and you help a lot of people with their own sales. So, out of the three things that we really talk about focus, execution, support is there one that came out as the shining star for you?
Oh my goodness. I'm such a big fan of the number three and there's a TED Talk. Have you guys seen the TED Talk on
Mhm.
the number three and
Yeah.
how important the trio is? And if you take one away, then the chair falls over the stool.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Really feels like that to me. It's like, how do you choose out of those three things to say that one is actually more important than the others? Because they're all so important in
Mhm.
this.
Yeah.
What do you think took you the farthest? If you had to pick one thing. Okay.
Focus, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, and that totally makes sense.
Yeah. And getting clear. And I think getting clear, regardless of what your industry is or what you're trying to accomplish, if you're not clear and then focused, then you're throwing spaghetti. And I think a lot of the world does that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, those of us who we know that we can help everyone, but to get super honed in on who exactly do you help and how do you help them, and now make a plan to help them, and to start at one place and then expand from there. You know, that ripple, like little, bigger, bigger. So that's the hardest thing I've ever seen, is that level of laser focus, to be that first pebble, who's the one client, who's that one person, and what's their name, right, Jenny?
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. And how about those co-working sessions, the power hour crunches?
Love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. It really is that starting out conversation to know that you're in the room with other people, that you've got the support and you've got the love and you've got the encouragement, but you've also got the kick in the asset that says we'll be back in 45, 55 minutes and want to know what you did. And yeah, just to put on good old do not disturb has become my best friend in the world. And yeah, it's making such a big difference in getting stuff done. I have a get shit done 101 sort of, and I actually have a program and I've done many different, like I have studied under Darren Hardy, under insane productivity. I've done, but it's very different having real people live in the room with you than it is ever just taking a course that you watch videos and then you hope for miraculous transformation. Very different. It is 1,000% different. I've invested literally over $100,000 in personal and professional development. And the difference between buying a course for thousands of dollars, although the content is gold without a doubt, and you get something from it, the difference between you have an appointment and it's this day, I mean, it's scheduled, and then showing up and doing the work, and then the accountability side, it's massive.
Yeah.
Well, and that's often what's missing, I think, is that our lives are so busy and scheduled. And I do this. I'll sign up for a course or a conference or a certificate. You set aside the time to do the thing, but there's no time for the doing of what you've learned. And so that is really, I think, what this group has tapped into is, oh, we're talking about the thing, but we're also then doing the work each week.
Yeah. Yeah. And being held accountable. You know, if for some reason you said, I'm going to do this and you don't do it, it's with loving support. Well, okay, what was the obstacle? And let's figure out a plan to remove the obstacle. Right.
And there's also a genius synergy with the two of you. You know, we have gentle, and then we have, what is your effing problem?
We'll let the viewers decide who's
who and what's what. I love it. And synergy for me is, you know, when the sum of two or more is far greater than that of its parts. And that's what you guys bring, is that synergistic, got your back and got the boot like at the same time. And it's absolutely fabulous, you guys. So yeah, the world really needs to know what you're
Oh,
doing. I'm so glad.
well, we appreciate that.
Yeah.
I know you had some things happen in life because life happens during the 12 weeks that we're together. Some of them super amazing and positive, and some of them not so amazing. How did the accountability help you navigate those situations?
Well, life is in full session for sure. And truly the support, the love was so there. And this year, I mean, I have a very colorful life anyway, but my town has been on fire. We were evacuated for 17 days. My dad, who these last 5 years have been a lot around supporting my parents in their journeys. I have new grandbabies, like so many really amazing and difficult things, this little dance in life. And yeah, so showing up broken and knowing that it's okay, it's just
Mhm.
okay.
Yeah.
And tomorrow's another day, or whatever. How, I mean, to break it right down, you need to call the doctor now. Like that level of support. And it's okay to have a bad day, or it's okay to have a really tumultuous situation that is emotional, etc. But what are you going to do about it now?
Yeah.
And who are you? How are you going to show up? Because all of us need that. It's okay to fall.
Mm.
It's also more than okay to get back up and to stand in the storm and then start to lift your head. I mean, I think when you get slammed by an unexpected something, it's natural to put your head down and to fetal position, or whatever you want to call it. But then it's also okay to say, yeah, you know what? This is it.
Mhm.
This is just the way the world goes. Process for sure. Have your cry, have your minute, do your thing, and then get the heck back up, because you got a world that needs you to show up. And yes, that one thing sucked, or sucks, or whatever.
Yeah.
But let's go. Like, let's go. And yeah, like really meet you where you're at and just support you there, at the same time as saying, so what are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think Jenny and I, as well as you, we have bought all the courses, we've done all the things. And when we decided to do this, it was like, you know what, where I'm missing? It's the people in the group. I mean,
Mhm.
we got golden nuggets from the person that sold us whatever, but
Oh yeah.
it's the relationships and the community that each of us brought to each of these programs, and that's what we're trying to recreate, because being an entrepreneur is, it's lonely. I mean, you're the
Mhm.
one that says, okay, here are the tasks that I'm going to do today. You're the cheerleader, you're the kick in the asset, you're the all. And it's like, no, I need a community to help me do
Yep.
this. And so our goal is to keep the group small, because it is, like you said, it's not about the money. We
No.
want to see everyone achieve. I mean, that is our goal. And you said something yesterday. You said, regardless of external chaos, dedicated focus with clear intention trumps everything, as long as that's the commitment. True gold. Those are your words.
They were, yes.
Because
Yeah.
yesterday we looked at the data to
Right.
see where we were day one to week 12. I can't even believe how fast it went by. So give me a sense of, I think you've already talked about it, but the community and the focus. And I mean, you are continuing. So it's not that you don't know the process.
Yeah.
Why are you continuing?
Because what you're doing is gold, and because I mean the value is exponentially incredible, and to just have that place to show up, to really just bring all the noise down to like a dull hum, and really that external chaos just kind of goes away. It's like, and the community watching and celebrating each other's wins is massive. To know that it's not just you, because you're right. Entrepreneurialism, especially today with post-COVID, working from home, I mean, there are days I don't go outside, and I'm a real estate agent, and I still some days don't go outside. And so, which I don't suggest, right? Fresh air,
Well,
beach,
yes, I
all
understand.
the things. But some days, I put my head on the pillow, go, I didn't open my door today. I didn't go anywhere. I didn't. And so you're right. Like, it can get so lonely. And I personally love that, being on my own a little bit more now, because at one point I had 5 boys in my house, a nanny. I was running an office, had 6 agents, and there was not a second in my waking day that I was not inundated with chaos and overwhelm. So that was my life. And today my life is much calmer. And I love that, but I also love coming back into community.
Sure.
And not feeling push, pull, what, I need this, I need this, I need this. It's more about, Sandy, what do you need? And it's like, me? What? Me?
Yeah.
Need?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to need something? Oh, I
Mhm.
need focus. I need accountability. I need that loving kick in the ass, and I need that hug on the days that I'm broken. And that's what you guys have brought. It's incredible.
Yeah, it's you just said something that just totally like clicked in my mind coming from the corporate world. Everyone was always needing something from you, and as a mom, as a wife, as the runner of a real estate office, it's always like all the interactions are often about like, I need this from you, can you do this, da, 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 all of that. And this community is all about like, how can we support you
Yes.
collectively? What are your obstacles? What are you running against? Or like you said, celebrating. What are we going to celebrate? Like, oh, I actually took time to take care of myself. That is a win for us, because we have, I think, a lot of solo business owners have come from the place of, I was the go-to person for everyone. And for the first time, I get to drive the ship and decide what I'm doing. But we miss that community. We miss that chance to just share with each other what's going on in our lives. And so, yeah, I mean, it's been an amazing experience for me to be a part of the community and see everybody's wins and learnings and knowing, oh, yeah, I'm not alone. Like, I got people who got my back.
And everybody being at a very different level, because if you guys remember when we first started, and some of the other, we had our token male, I don't know if he's carrying
Yeah.
in the UK, amazing human, that and where it was, I don't know if I should be here because I'm not as far in my life as Sandy. if you guys remember that.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being like, oh, don't be disillusioned. Sandy is a hot mess in progress. Always, always. And even where I live, and I tell people, I look fancy. I am so not fancy. I can skin a moose. Girlfriend. Like literally, I am like backwoods climbing mountains kind of a girl. And how we all wear this mask, you know, and of having it together, or at what level of having our lives together, but to have that community to say it doesn't matter where you are on your journey, you're in the exact right place and you've got exactly what you need right here. Because if you two don't have it, somebody in the community certainly has that support for each other. It's beautiful.
For sure. Yeah, we had brand new business owners all the way up to been doing it for a gajillion years. So yeah, it was a great experience. It really was.
And graduation yesterday was fabulous. The way outdid expectations, you know, didn't expect to have a website, you know, be all legal and doing all the things, and just having that roadmap to say, today I'm doing this, tomorrow I'm doing this, today, and it just dissipates the overwhelm, you know, that craziness of the world.
Yeah, we just provide a structure. It's not really a course. It's a structure, a framework, accountability, work time. It's you have everything you need inside of you. We just help you hone in on it.
And trust, help you in building that trust and confidence with yourself.
Yeah.
You know, because I think it's when you are when you are the business and doing all of the things, and we are bombarded by messages about how we should be doing it or how we should be showing up. It's easy to start second guessing and sabotaging yourself when you're going to be the most successful if you embrace who you are and your talents, your strengths, your skills, and amplify that out in the world. So
So I have one final question before we end, and that is, so we took you through a process yesterday of starting at day 1 through graduation, day 12. How was that process? Is it something that you typically do, you know, once you say, okay, it's time to evaluate my goal? We looked at data. I mean, give us a sense of how that worked for you.
Well, for me, typical is winging it, honestly.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And that is shockingly common as well. And so who is it that Mel Robbins describes it as box steppers and box jumpers, and how those of us that are visionaries and big picture thinkers, we actually are kind of annoyed by process and sitting. Like, it's true. And so getting me to sit in a chair for more than 15 minutes is miraculous all by itself, because I have so many big ideas and so many things that I want to do. And for the most part, I've been very blessed because I love people and I love to serve and Therefore, but when I put it into the package, the what could you do in 12 weeks? Because, you know, Tony Robbins, all the big ones say, you know, we overestimate what we can do in 1 year and underestimate what we can do in 10. And I think that it's the same in a 12-week, you know, model, where 12 weeks is kind of magical amount of time. And whether you choose the one goal or all 3 goals is, you know, because I'm an overachiever always. I probably chose 4 goals because I'm just like that, right?
Right.
And then I back myself into a corner is what I do because I think I could do more. But it just bringing it all down. And so for people like me who are like all over the place and energy field that, like, it's like, Sandy, sit down and focus on one thing that matters today.
Yes. Yes.
One thing. And then imagine if you do that each day and how many more things, how much more you can do in the world.
Yeah. Yeah. We actually get more accomplished when we do that. It's amazing.
You'd never think that sitting down will get you further than the chaotic on the run, right? Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Instead of constantly going, what can I accomplish in this 15 minutes? Or how many things can I check off in this hour? Looking at that list and saying, okay, what's going to have the most impact, and focusing on that and stringing that together over the period of 12 weeks is insane how far you can get.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, we've enjoyed having you, and we are looking forward to having you again. And we're going to have all of Sandy's credentials, how to get in touch with her. She is a master at getting your marketing nailed. Believe me, I highly recommend her. And I'm so glad she's in our community. You add so much value to our community, and we enjoy having you.
Thank you. Such an honor. I'm so glad. I am so glad. And nothing is by chance, right? We all come together. Yes.
Yeah. It's all meant to be. And we are looking forward to hanging out with you in December and getting more things accomplished.
Bring on the next year. Let's make this happen.
It's going to. It's going to. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sandy. We'll see all of y'all next week.